I'm just gonna explore the different kind of endings now. I want to see all the different endings. See here.
And so it ended. A tale that began with my own ill-fated attempt to rid the world of the Godwoken. When the dust settled, no new divine had risen. Instead, all Source was released into the world for all the people and every creature to share. Everyone was now a sorcerer. And united, the peoples of Rivellon pushed back the God King into the very depths of the void. This ushered in a new golden age of peace and prosperity.
Sure, not for long though.
But alas, it was not to last.
Yeah, I thought so.
With many greedy for wealth, power and position, the struggle soon began anew. Source, the very language of creation, was used in violence once more. The never-ending contest for power continued. As for me, my last hope of ever being freed of the God King's terrible tyranny faded when the Godwoken failed to seal the veil. An eternity of pain and suffering is mine, in service of the King, until the day I am freed, the day the God King returns.
Well, look what the cat dragged in. A Godwoken. But what good is it to be Godwoken when Source is now a free-for-all, and there is no divinity to be had? Don't fool yourself. In the absence of a master will rise. As long as there is power, there is conflict. In that sense, I suppose I should look upon it all as an opportunity. People crave authority. They'll beg for a sorcerer king like me. Please, I'm not a dilettante.
He sighs. Which...
But come. We've traveled too long by one another's side to end with an argument. We'll not part on bad terms, will we? Home. After all, I've dragons to wreck. There may be an accident, or I do so long to sit all day. But above all, I long to be with Sad. Oh, remember how when we first met, I took you by the jaw to inspect your teeth? Not something one forgets. Now, if you recall, you still, I'm not... What say you?
Taken quite by surprise,
I take that as a no, then. Fair enough. Use your words.
Malady stands
Well, here we get an eyeful. I've a lot of planning to do.
She drums her fingers testily on her crossed arms.
All that work, all that effort, tossed into the gutter like a malformed child. Has it taken you this long to figure that out? Never mind.
She fingers the mask, covering her face. For a moment,
We've come a long way.
she looks you...
I guess take a moment. Relax. Enjoy. I certainly plan to do this. Ah, perhaps up until we...
source of all, eh? Bold. I don't know yet. Perhaps peace will reign and all will be. Time will tell. That is no of I intend.
So, here we are, my darling. A bit boring to be so unexceptional all of a sudden, isn't it? Then again, I suppose they can't fit all of us in Fort Joy. It does, doesn't it? Good times, though. We've come to the brink and back again so many times on this adventure. I only hope what awaits the world is something more equitable, even though I love the rain. Is that quite?
She laughed.
We want each other, after all. We love each other, after all. Let others play.
Hey there, Chief. So, a world full of sorcerers. What do you make of it? Well, then perhaps exciting times await. After everything we've seen, I suppose we'll make it get loot played. So, Chief, I guess this is it, right? Aw, where's the fun in that?
As she turns from you, the whites of her eyes darken. Suddenly, it's gone.
See you around.
It gives me almost as much pleasure to speak to you as it does to be whole again. I cannot say I am at the ready.
You look out, and with a start, you... The world was at peace, at least for now. Few were as prepared for the new world as the lizardkin of the ancient empire. With power spread equally throughout the world, the advantage lay with those who knew how to steal it, and at this the lizards excelled. Justinia returns to her throne. Under her rule, the Dwarven kingdom prospered, until 2 years later, a jealous lover stabbed her in the heart with a mutton fork. With their power returned, the elves reclaimed their lands from the Death Fog and began to rebuild. Soon they would split as two factions sought power, one to bring back the trees, the other to bring back the Scions. A dwarven joke did the rounds. It ends with the punchline, "So Lucian dropped the Death Fog on them again." Only the elven Godwoken could bring the elves together once more. And in a dark forest on the far side of a desert, well beyond the high seas, the Black Ring came together once more. The island of Fort Joy, the old redoubt of the Source King Brachus Rex, was turned over to the people of Driftwood to use as they wished. They turned it into a holiday resort. Reaper's Coast prospered. The fisheries returned, and the fertile farmlands produced the greatest harvests the surviving farmers had ever seen. Blood Moon Island became particularly fecund, its soil producing the greatest crops. A particularly crimson-fleshed orange grown on the island became a delicacy across half the world. The Black Pits took fire. The oil there burns still. Driftwood became a centre of industry, trade, and transport. Lohar the Dwarf became mayor. his time in office was cut short by an unfortunate wound that spontaneously appeared on his neck. The nameless isle had vanished. Although only open water remained, by instinct ships would steer clear. None of the captains could articulate why. Millennia later, adventurers would come in search of the legendary divine city of Arx and the crypt of the great Lucian. None would pass the path of blood. Young Han went into the theatre and became one of the realm's most popular actors. With no new divine, Malady found herself in a predicament. She had an important problem to solve, but no ally strong enough to call upon, and so her search continued. Having performed the greatest act of necromancy in history, Tarquin found the new world unchallenging. He became obsessed with rumors of another plane of existence. One day he vanished and was never seen again. As the forests grew anew and the elves were equals at last, Sahala shared elven knowledge of Source with the world. But some elves disagreed and plotted against her. Chief amongst her opponents was Tova, Sahala's own mother. Sabine wandered the world. She became a household name, famed the realm over as a traveling hero, celebrated wherever she went. Enjoying life to the fullest, she was truly and finally free. The Red Prince came home a hero. With Sada, he had more dragons. Soon, Prince became Emperor, one who would not use his dragons for conquest. His realm knew peace, and the world did not burn. Lohse returned to her music and enjoyed a storied career as Rivellon's premier musician. Dark moods would at times overtake her, and she would spend long hours walking in the wilds. She always returned with a new song. And then there was you. You returned to the world a sorcerer among many. Your future was yours to decide. Did you accept your new status with humility? Only you know the truth. Only you know if you atone for your sins.
And so it ended. A tale that began with my own ill-fated attempt to rid the world of the Godwoken. A new divine rose, a true heir to the Seven, more powerful than ever, and united Rivellon in its battle against the Void. All across the realm, he was loved, worshipped, and adored. Humans, lizards, elves, and dwarves all rallied to his banner. The Great Allegiance stood once more, but the war continued. From the depths of the void, the God King still sought to return. As for me, my last hope of ever being freed of the God King's terrible tyranny faded when the God Woken claimed divinity. An eternity of pain and suffering is mine. I cling now to the dream that one day the veil will be sealed, that one day I can be freed, that one day a new God Woken will rise.
Well, well,
He smiles.
you've done us proud. You saved the world, didn't you? We were all of us instrumental, but only one walked away with divinity. I'm glad it was you. Home, if you don't. After all, I've dragged there. I do so long to sit all day. But above all, I long to be with Sadher. Oh, but remember how when we first met, I took you by the jaw to inspect your teeth? Not something one forgets. Now, if you recall, you cut short my little question. Still, I'm nothing if not. What say you? Well, only the best for the Red Prince. Surely you must realize that by now. You'll have to wear a collar again, by the by. Nothing you're not used to.
Wow.
Malady stands tall.
Well, here we are again. You, me, and the ship I've saved from ruin for your personal benefit. And I fool your holiness. I expect it's the last we'll see of each other for some time.
She turns to you.
Look at you. Magnificent. Actually, I've never looked better, except for once.
She fingers the mask, covering her face. For a moment, it seems
We've come a long way together. I did my best by you all the way, and sacrificed much. But I'd give even more to see you become it. Soon, I'd like to have a little chat about something, but I believe that can wait. Relax, enjoy. I certainly plan to do the same. Oh, I don't know. And when the time comes, Your Holiness.
I don't need armor. I'm a god. Wait. Let me solo lo 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 lo.
Well, if it isn't the new divine gracing me with his presence. How honored I am.
Tarquin smirked.
I didn't come all this way to show deference. Some friendly advice. All who rise are capable of falling. Gods, the
True.
divine. That is no. I intend.
Lo 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 lo.
Darling, come, let me take a look at you. I've never known a god before they became divine. I was curious if it would have changed you.
Well, what do you think, huh? What do you think, babe? Huh? 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 What do you think? Pretty neat, huh? Look at me, I'm like a god.
She gives you a long, assessing look, but makes no immediate comment.
Okay, okay, yeah, take your time, find the words.
She paces around you like a cat, looking you over.
Yeah, yeah, take it all in, take it all in.
Well, you certainly look the same. But there's something in the air around you. It vibrates ever so slightly. There's magic in it. Power.
What do you think, huh? Huh? do you think? Wearing any clothing, huh?
Don't you feel it? Maybe you should give it a bit of time. I imagine it takes almighty power a little while to settle in. That,
She laughed.
I certainly
A kiss.
love conquers even divinity.
Oh my, you! Look who it is! Our brand new Lord and Savior.
Yes. I am now God.
She curtsies low and looks up at you with a grin.
So, what's your first order of business? End world hunger? Instigate world peace? Send all spiders back to hell where they belong? Well, yeah. I'm not the next god. Someone made that abundantly clear.
Yay.
She winks and
So? Come on, don't keep me in suspense. What are you gonna do with your almighty power?
Hmm.
Big job. I'd offer to help, but I've got some business of my own to attend to. Get loot, play loot. So, Chief, I guess this is it, right? Don't speak too soon. You're a god now, after all. Soon enough, your brain will be full of all the fates of all the... Let me know if you see any falling boulders coming my way, though. Or goiters or something.
as she turns from you, the whites of her eyes dull. Suddenly, it's gone again.
See you around.
Well, time for some real business. Yep. I am Dave. Dave, the Eldritch God. Dave, the Eldritch God.
It gives me almost as much pleasure to speak to you as it consider me to. I feel better than you. I cannot say when I am at the ready.
You look out, and with a start, you realize war raged on.
Should put my armor on.
The ancient empire of lizards became one of the pillars of the new divine alliance. The houses of war and of shadows were particularly useful in the fight against the god king. The empire used the war to expand its territory. Justinia returned to her throne. Under her rule, the Dwarven kingdom fought for the divine, and her loyalty was unquestionable. Many fine and courageous dwarves did their people great honor, in battle and in death. With Lucian gone, the elves reluctantly rejoined the Divine Alliance. Their place in the war on the Void would entirely depend on the integrity of the new Divine. And on the integrity of the elven Godwoken who did not ascend. And here and there, across the world, what was left of the Black Ring fought on. The island of Fort Joy remained a sorcerer's paradise, a place of exile for those whose sorcery threatened to bring in the Void. For their well-being, its residents depended entirely on the benevolence of the new Divine.
I will donate my clothing to all of you.
Reaper's Coast struggled on. The farms and the fisheries fought to feed the people against the Voidwoken blight. The black pits took fire. The oil there burns still. Driftwood teetered on the edge of starvation until the night the Voidwoken came from the sea. All were killed. This did, however, put an end to the famine.
Oh,
The nameless isle had vanished. Although only open water remained, by instinct ships would steer clear. None of the captains could articulate why. Young Han grew up a warrior and became one of the Alliance's greatest generals. But even he could not win the war. With a new divine at the helm, Malady had a powerful ally, but she was in no hurry to call in her favor. After all, it might be the last thing she ever did. Having performed the greatest act of necromancy in history, Tarquin found the new world unchallenging. He became obsessed with rumors of another plane of existence. One day he vanished and was never seen again. Sahala sought to strengthen the Elven alliance with the new divine. Her powers of sight proved useful in the ongoing war against the Void, but she could never be sure that the new divine trusted her. Tova, her mother, was Sahala's most trusted warrior. Sabine wandered the world. She became a household name, famed the realm over as a traveling hero, celebrated wherever she went. Enjoying life to the fullest, she was truly and finally free. On his return to the Empire, the Red Prince was hailed a hero. He married Sada, and they had many more dragons. Soon, the prince became the Emperor. Faced with dragons, the Void did not gain the upper hand in the Empire. Lohse returned to her music and enjoyed a storied career as the Divine's premier musician. Dark moods would still overtake her, and she would spend long hours walking in the wilds. She always returned with a new song. And then there was you.
God.
For how much of this do you take credit or blame? And what kind of divine were you as the world battled on? Did you show mercy or strength? Did you sacrifice others as Lucian had done? Did you regret becoming divine? Should you have given your soul and sealed the veil? Only you know the truth. Only you know if you atone for your sins.
One last scene. We probably still have to fight. Agree with Folder Boy. Let's see. Let's see. At least a Crown Bell should be a king. Piece of cake.
The divine, what a Lucian.
I under
Respect?
Lucian's
Lucian.
Yes.
Dallas, a scout.
I am.
And they fear not.
I shall tell long ago.
Of course.
Silent, our king.
With the source,
During that,
our soul.
the seven.
The seven, when we are done, there shall be no more source.
My people.
There is
I was it was hell. The crew. My father. But now.
the hammer's
He never.
Dallas's reason.
She said she didn't. And then I took her place. Face rippers are such marvels, aren't they? It didn't take long to realize the plan is almost complete.
We have made so many.
Decide.
There is no other. We only lack yours.
As I say, one last good.
The world.
We already.
Another sacrifice. Alexander.
The task.
And me.
Then let us proceed. Show some responsibility. Surrender your source.
You'll be a hero.
Don't let them do this to us.
But our souls?
No. Never!
Good.
Yes, very good.
She raises what looks like a leash. A chuckle emerges from beneath Vredeman's hood. The chuckle becomes a guffaw. Boom.
How?
A bright observation. You left the leashing wand next to me, you stupid mag. Kill him. Do shut up, you tedious buffoon. And yes. Or did you really? It was only.
Yeah, I thought so.
Too late, you mouldering blight stain.
Yeah, I think I can do this fairly quickly. Now that I have all my resources. Hopefully. Let's see.
The God King hears my call. He sends a come to your father.
Everybody's on the same side after all.
Come to the Source King.
Yes, yes. Do what you must. Yeah, spit them out, spit them out. Naruto run. God, I feel so confident. So fucking confident. It should be illegal to be this confident. I'm gonna win so quickly though. I'm so sure of it. I have so many allies. This is a piece of cake. Okay, I'm just gonna delay my turn. It's dragon time. I too will delay my turn. Very good. Finally. Let's do this. No, I fucked up. Why do I always do this? I was so confident. Now I wasted everybody's time. I am the worst. God damn it. This has been so quick. I keep messing up my teleporting spells. Yes. What? Dave's turn. Fine. Okay, so slight delay in my plans. They got this. Yeah, yeah. So, 1. Like I said, 1. Okay. 1. Hey, little nincompoop. There you go. Hear ye, hear ye. Wait, oh shit! I attacked Prince, where the f- Where is he? There he is. What? There he is. I've done nothing but fuck up loads in this fight. Wow. Embarrassing. So much time wasted. Oh shit, well, okay. Right over there. Uh-huh. Really now. Can she make it? Can she make it? I think the answer is yes. Nice, Bill. Nice. this was the easiest way to get what I wanted, hey?
Brachus rests. The Source King of Legend lies dead once more, perhaps even for good. Dallis, badly weakened, looks to you.
The future of all that is depends on you. And you alone.
Really?
Listen, this is it. Again. And I want you to know I'm not putting up a fight, not against you.
I was about to sacrifice you guys'
My
life.
revels are now ended. I've had my vengeance, and then all I want now, and long, I know you do. Now kiss me.
You kiss each other.
Yes. Is it?
She casts her...
After everything with Chief, you need to... There's no one... And I know you'll do it with style. Hell, I could have told you that. You'll do great. By me and by my whole realm. Now go on. Shoo. You've got...
Here we stand. All my... I will not... If I were to... I'd think of... And of course... Yes. I'd sit there. Thoroughly contented.
He smiles and
After you, my lord.
You think back on your journey. You think of the map. You think of how you look. You think of... You marvel at... It's time. Shall you be divine? After all that you have been, or to what you do, what shall you do with divinity?
There we go. Okay, so it's the same ending. Cool.